A terrorist who has been in Israeli prisons for 17 years for trying to smuggle a ship full of arms from Iran into the Gaza Strip was just released, and the Palestinians heralded him as a hero. Two Jewish men suspected of being involved in the Huwara riots were rearrested minutes after the Jerusalem District Court ordered them released for lack of evidence. You know why? Because of direct pressure from the US and the European Union. I'm Justin, and this is the Israel Guys. Welcome to the Israel Guys, where we believe that in a world of Jew hatred and anti-Israel propaganda, you should have a direct connection to the land and people of Israel. Welcome back to the show, guys. I'm Justin Hilton, your host for today. First off, you guys know the drill. Make sure to subscribe. Also, like and share our content. We're coming out with 5 episodes every single week. Also, make sure to check us out on social media. Go give us a follow over there. We are coming to the United States for 3 rallies in just a few weeks. We have one rally for the Biblical Heartland on March 26th in Nashville, one in Houston on March 28th, and then another one in Dallas on March 30th. These are rallies for the Biblical Heartland. To show your support for Judea and Samaria, go to theisraelguys.com/rally or click the link in the description below if you want to come. So a terrorist who has been in Israeli prisons for 17 years, he was just released. Everyone's calling him the oldest Palestinian prisoner in Israeli jail. He's 83 years old. Everyone's trying to paint him out as some kind of hero or martyr. He was given a hero's welcome when he arrived in Ramallah. He was in the Israeli prison in Ashkelon for a while, and then they took him to Ramallah, dropped him off there. You can see a video here of when he arrived. A bunch of Palestinian Arabs just gathering around him, shouting Allahu Akbar, are all around him, just greeting him, treating him as some kind of hero. Also, there are countless tweets like this one. I saw a tweet from the Eye of Palestine. They said this: the Palestinian prisoner Fuad Shubaki is free after 17 years of imprisonment in occupation jails. So they want to paint him out to be some sort of victim, martyr, hero. But let me tell you who this guy was. He's not innocent, not a good guy. Just for one, he was a leader in the Fatah movement, which, as you guys know, is the military branch of the Palestinian Authority, a terrorist faction who commit jihad all the time. Also, he was an advisor to the terrorist Yasser Arafat, the leader of the PLO. And the reason he was arrested in the first place, he was arrested first back in 2002. He was arrested first by Palestinian security forces. He was held in an Israeli and British prison, and then Israel stormed the prison apparently, and they've held him prisoner since. The reason he was arrested is because he helped to attempt to smuggle weapons from Iran to the Gaza Strip aboard a ship called the Karin A. So, as I just showed you guys, this is no hero. Don't listen to all the tweets or even what the mainstream media will tell you. This is no hero. This guy was a terrorist. And there's a very good reason that he was in prison for 17 years. After the so-called riots in Huwara about 2 weeks ago, you guys remember, after the horrific terror attack where the 2 Yaniv brothers were killed about 2 weeks ago, there were the riots in Huwara. So after that, 8 Jewish guys were arrested for vandalizing. So two of the guys who were originally arrested, they were released from the court for lack of evidence. And literally minutes after, the defense minister, Yoav Gallant, ordered them arrested again. And according to a senior political source, he hasn't made himself known apparently. So according to a senior political source, he said that the reason they were arrested again was a direct result of, yes, you guessed it, international pressure. The U.S., along with the European Union, pressured Israel to detain these guys, and now they're in prison once again. The source said, quote, "What happened in Huwara is very serious, and we also condemn the statements by Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich. We made decisions on executive orders, and they were carried out." Also, according to this same official, sadly, the government has no intention of listening to the demand, which was made by 40 Knesset members, to cancel these detention orders made by the administration. Our friends at Blessed by Israel ship the beautiful products of small businesses and families from Israel's heartland to people all around the world. You can now buy the wonderful tastes, smells, and goodness of the Promised Land. Check out the amazing extra virgin olive oil, savory spices, cosmetics, hand creams, soaps, lotions, chocolate, coffee, and much more. The best part about this is that at the same time as you enjoy the goodness of the land of Israel, you are also blessing the faithful pioneers who are restoring and rebuilding Judea and Samaria. That's right, your purchases are an effective way to contribute to the strengthening of Israel. So head over to blessedbyisrael.com to buy the wonderful products of Israel's heartland and support the pioneers of Judea and Samaria. Again, that is blessedbyisrael.com. That's blessedbyisrael.com. The link will be in the description below. Okay, I want to show you something. I have an example here for you, just one small example. This happens all the time, but I want to show you one of the reasons why so many Palestinian Arabs hate Jews, hate the Jews' existence in the land of Israel, and why they want to see Israel wiped off the face of the map. So, you guys remember back in January on Holocaust Remembrance Day, there was a horrific, horrible terror attack. A terrorist opened fire outside of a synagogue in Jerusalem, and he killed 7 people. Absolutely horrific attack, one of the worst ones that have been seen in years. Now, shortly after this attack happened, a Palestinian girls' school, which is being funded directly by U.S. aid, your tax dollars, by the way, they glorified the terrorist who killed these 7 people. The Al-Omariya High School for Girls, which is in Kalkilia, a village very close to where we are, by the way, they posted on Facebook about one of their school events. At this event, they eulogized and glorified the terrorist who murdered these 7 people in cold blood. They glorified him as a hero. In this photo, put it up on the screen here, you can see this photo is from the event that they posted on Facebook. You can see a woman speaking into a microphone in front of a sign which features the U.S. flag. You can see that there in the background, and the logo of U.S. aid, which is funding this school. I want to read you part of the eulogy that this woman read. It said, this is translated, obviously, quote, "In the name of Allah, people like you preserve the covenant. Through you, Jenin will cause destruction to its enemies in order to protect Jerusalem and the land of the ancestors. And Nablus will receive an echo from you. Nablus will hear your voices." So guys, this is super sad that Palestinians that the children are being taught this at a very young age, to hate Jews and to glorify death, to glorify these terrorists, to paint them out to be martyrs and heroes. I think Josiah said it a couple weeks ago. This is child abuse right here. Teaching these Palestinian children they're brainwashing them to hate Jews, to kill Jews, and to glorify terrorism and death. In some other news, there was a suspected bombing in northern Israel. A device apparently was placed on the side of the road on Highway 60. It exploded and it damaged a car which was passing by. A 21-year-old, actually Arab guy from northern Israel, was pretty severely injured. He's in critical condition as of now. He's in the hospital. MDA Vidom. Emergency first responders, they were dispatched to the scene. They treated the victim before evacuating him to Ha'emek Medical Center, which is in Afula. So the guy who was injured, he is a resident of the town of Salem in the Jezreel Valley. Make sure to pray for him for a full recovery. As of yet, the police don't know whether this bombing was an act of terrorism or whether it was criminal nature. Guys, make sure to check out the Heartland rallies. We want to see your support there in the United States for the biblical heartland. Also, don't forget to check out Blessed by Israel. Go to blessedbyisrael.com or click the link in the description below. Make sure to subscribe and keep the conversation going down below. Let us know if you will be coming to the Heartland rallies or if you're buying products from Israel's biblical heartland using Blessed by Israel. As always, tune out the fake news and tune into what is actually happening here in the land of Israel. We'll be back every Monday through Friday with your direct connection to the land and people of Israel.